Hey there! Today we're diving into some super handy phrasal verbs that can really bring your English to life. These are great to sprinkle into conversations to make them sound natural and friendly. I'll give a quick meaning for each one and follow with a few examples to show you exactly how they're used. Ready? Let's jump in. So, first up is wake up, which simply means to stop sleeping. I usually wake up around 7 a.m. on weekdays, but on weekends, the kids wake up early to watch cartoons. Sometimes, I even wake up before my alarm if I'm excited about something. Then we have get up, which is actually leaving your bed after you've woken up. I wake up at 7 but don't actually get up until 7:30, after hitting the snooze a few times. My dad likes to get up right away and start his day with a cup of coffee. On lazy days, my sister refuses to get up until noon. Brush up on is all about refreshing your knowledge of something. I need to brush up on my French before our trip. And lately, Mom's been brushing up on her cooking skills. Dad plans to brush up on his guitar playing for the family gathering. If you look after someone or something, it means you're taking care of them. Can you look after the dog while I'm out? Grandma looks after my little brother every afternoon. Sometimes, I look after the neighbor's plants when they're on vacation. Run out of is what happens when you completely use up something. We ran out of milk, so I'll grab some from the store. I also realized I'd run out of time on my test and had to rush through the last few questions. This morning, Mom noticed we ran out of bread, so she'll pick some up later. When you pick up something, it means to collect it, or someone. I need to pick up some groceries after work, and Mom's going to pick up my sister from school. My friend will pick me up at 6, so we can go to the concert together. Give up means to stop trying, and it's something we don't want to do. Mom told me not to give up on my piano lessons, even if they're tough. My brother almost gave up on soccer, but he's decided to keep playing. When it comes to learning English, I'll never give up. Take off has two meanings. It can mean to remove something, or for something to leave the ground. We all take off our shoes when we come inside, and our plane takes off at 8 a.m., so we need to get to the airport early. I love watching planes take off and soar into the sky. When someone tells you to calm down, they want you to relax or stop being upset. Mom told me to calm down when I was nervous about my test, and it took a while to calm down the baby after she got scared. My friend had to calm down after he spilled coffee on his shirt. Hang out is what you do when you're spending time with people casually. My brother likes to hang out at the park with his friends after school. On weekends, we all hang out together in the backyard, grilling and playing games. Sometimes, I just hang out by myself and read a good book. Turn on means to start something, like a machine or a light. Could you turn on the lights in the kitchen? My sister loves to turn on the TV as soon as she gets home. I always turn on some music while I'm cooking. And then there's turn off, which means to stop or deactivate something. Don't forget to turn off the oven after baking the cookies. And Mom even turned off her phone during dinner for some peace and quiet. I always turn off the lights before I go to bed. When you figure out something, it means you solve or understand it. I'm trying to figure out how this new coffee machine works. And Mom finally figured out why the washing machine was making that weird noise. It took me a while to figure out the math problem. If something breaks down, it either stops working or someone gets really upset. Our car broke down on the way to Grandma's, and she broke down in tears after hearing the sad news. My laptop broke down right before my presentation. Catch up means getting up to speed or reaching someone's level. I need to catch up on some chores this weekend. Mom and Dad like to catch up on their favorite show together on Fridays. After my vacation, I had to catch up on my work emails. To get along with someone means to have a good relationship. Luckily, my siblings and I get along really well. Mom also gets along with her neighbors and often chats with them in the garden. My best friend and I get along like family. Bring up means to introduce a topic in conversation. Dad brought up the idea of a family road trip over dinner. We decided not to bring up homework tonight, so we could just relax. My friend brought up an interesting topic about science. To call off something means to cancel it. They had to call off the barbecue because of the rain. And Mom decided to call off her meeting, so she could spend more time with us. The coach had to call off practice because of the weather. Come across is when you find something by chance. I came across some old family photos in the attic, and she came across a new recipe she's excited to try out. Yesterday, I came across a book I thought I had lost. When you come up with something, It means to think of an idea or plan. Dad came up with a fun game for us to play on rainy days. And she came up with the perfect idea for Mom's birthday gift. I need to come up with a topic for my school project. Deal with is all about handling a situation. Mom has to deal with a lot of paperwork at work, and I had to deal with a mess after our dog got into the trash. I try to deal with stress by going for a walk. Drop off means leaving something or someone somewhere. I'll drop off the kids at school on my way to work. She also dropped off some homemade cookies at Grandma's house. I need to drop off a package at the post office. Fill out is used when you're completing a form or document. Mom filled out the forms for our summer camp. I also had to fill out a permission slip for the school trip. I had to fill out a survey after my appointment. To find out something means to discover it. I just found out our favorite bakery has a discount on Fridays. She found out where we're going for our family trip. I found out about a new restaurant that just opened nearby. Get over means to recover from something. It took my sister a while to get over her cold, and Dad had to get over his fear of heights for our family zipline adventure. I hope to get over my shyness with practice. When you go on, it means to continue doing something. We went on chatting long after dinner was over. The kids want to go on playing outside, even though it's getting dark. Despite the rain, the concert went on as planned. Hold on means to wait a moment. Hold on. Let me grab my coat before we leave. Mom asked me to hold on for a minute while she finished cooking. Hold on. I'll check my schedule to see if I'm free. To keep up with someone means staying at the same pace or level as them. It's hard to keep up with my little sister when she runs. Mom tries to keep up with the latest fashion trends. I like to keep up with news from around the world. If you look forward to something, it means you're excited about it. I'm looking forward to our family trip this summer. She's also looking forward to visiting Grandma next weekend. We're looking forward to trying the new restaurant. Make up can mean creating something or reconciling after an argument. The kids made up a funny story about our pet dog, and Mom and Dad made up after their argument. Sometimes I make up silly songs just for fun. To pass out can mean to faint or to distribute something. It was so hot in the store, I thought I might pass out. The teacher passed out handouts before starting the lesson. After the event, they passed out free samples. Put off means to delay something. I keep putting off cleaning my closet because it's a big job. Mom put off grocery shopping until tomorrow because it started raining. Sometimes, I put off doing homework until the last minute. Set up means to arrange or prepare something. We set up the backyard with chairs and lights for the barbecue. Mom set up her new computer so she can work from home. Dad plans to set up his office in the basement. When you show up somewhere, it means you arrive. He finally showed up to the party an hour late. Our friends always show up right on time for dinner. I wasn't expecting her, but she showed up at the cafe. Sort out means to organize or resolve something. I need to sort out my closet. It's a mess right now. Dad sorted out all the tools in the garage. Mom said we should sort out our weekend plans soon. Take out can mean removing something or inviting someone out. Can you take out the trash before it starts to smell? Dad took Mom out for their anniversary. I think I'll take out the recycling later. Take up is used when you start a new activity. I took up jogging recently, and my sister took up painting as a new hobby. My brother wants to take up guitar lessons next month. Throw away means to dispose of something. I threw away my old shoes because they had holes in them. Mom threw away the leftovers because they were spoiled. I'm planning to throw away some old clothes I don't wear anymore. When you try on clothes, it means to put them on to see if they fit. She tried on a dress at the store to see how it looked. I tried on a new pair of shoes, but they were too small. My friend tried on a funny hat at the costume shop. Turn down can mean to reject or to lower something. I turned down the job offer because it wasn't what I wanted. Could you turn down the volume? It's too loud. He had to turn down an invitation because he was busy. Workout means to exercise or find a solution. I try to work out at the gym 3 times a week. They worked out a plan for the family reunion. I'm still trying to work out the answer to this puzzle. Ask out means to invite someone on a date. He finally got the courage to ask her out for dinner. She was surprised when he asked her out after the meeting. My friend asked out his crush, and she said yes. Backup can mean to support someone or make a copy of data. My parents backed me up when I made my decision. Don't forget to back up your files on your computer. I'll back you up if you need help. Blow up means to explode or to become very angry. The balloon blew up when it hit a sharp branch. She blew up at him for forgetting her birthday. The situation blew up quickly and needed to be resolved. Breakup means to end a relationship. They decided to break up after dating for 2 years. My friend broke up with her boyfriend last month. It's always tough to break up with someone. Step up means to increase involvement or take action when needed. He decided to step up and help when the team was short-staffed. Mom stepped up and led the meeting. My teacher encouraged me to step up and share my ideas. Pull through means to survive a difficult situation. He was sick for weeks, but he managed to pull through. She pulled through the tough times with support from friends. Despite the challenges, our team pulled through and won the game. Come back means to return to a place. She came back from her trip with lots of souvenirs. He'll come back from work around 6 p.m. I can't wait for summer to come back. Come in means to enter a place. Please come in and make yourself at home. She came in and started telling us about her day. I always knock before I come into someone's room. Drop by means to visit someone briefly. I'll drop by your place later to say hello. My neighbors dropped by unexpectedly yesterday. My aunt likes to drop by for a quick chat. End up means to finally be in a certain place or situation. We ended up watching a movie because it started raining. They ended up moving to a bigger house after the baby was born. Somehow, I always end up ordering dessert. Fall apart can mean to break into pieces or to become very upset. The chair fell apart when he sat on it. She felt like she was going to fall apart after the bad news. The cake fell apart when I tried to slice it. Get away means to escape or to take a short vacation. They managed to get away for a weekend at the beach. I love to get away to the countryside to relax. We're planning to get away next month for a little break. Give in means to surrender or agree reluctantly. After arguing for hours, he finally gave in. Mom gave in and let us have ice cream for dinner. I didn't want to, but I gave in to my friend's request. Go back means to return to a place or situation. I have to go back to the store because I forgot something. He doesn't want to go back to his old job. I often go back to my favorite book when I need comfort. Hold back means to restrain or prevent something. She tried to hold back her laughter during the movie. I held back my tears when I said goodbye to my friend. Sometimes I hold back my opinions in group discussions. Look up to someone means to admire or respect them. I've always looked up to my older sister. He looks up to his grandfather, who taught him so much. My cousin really looks up to her teachers. Move on means to continue or to leave something behind. After a long day, it's best to move on and not stress. She decided to move on from the past and focus on the future. It took time, but he was able to move on after the breakup. Put up with means to tolerate something. I don't know how she puts up with all that noise. Dad said he won't put up with any more mess in the living room. Sometimes, we have to put up with small inconveniences. Stand up for means to defend someone or something. She stood up for her friend when people were teasing him. He always stands up for what he believes in. I'm glad she stood up for her ideas in the meeting. Take after means to resemble or be like someone, usually a family member. She takes after her mom in both looks and personality. He takes after his dad in his love for fixing things. I really take after my mom in terms of habits. Turn up can mean to appear unexpectedly or to increase something. We were so happy when our friends turned up at the party. Could you turn up the heater? It's getting chilly. He turned up at the last minute with great news. And that wraps up all 60 phrasal verbs. I hope these examples make each one feel easy to understand and use. Keep practicing, and soon these verbs will just flow into your conversations. Great job, and happy learning.
I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed the content and found it helpful, hitting that thumbs up button makes a huge difference. It not only shows your support, but also helps others discover this channel. And if you want to stay updated with more insights and fun content, subscribing is the way to go. It's quick, easy, and ensures you won't miss out on anything we share.